Hello, this is Simon Lewis and this is my Unix and Linux lab experiment number 8, process creation. So in this first question is C++ or C program to create the following process hierarchy and perform the following. Process A gets second as an input from the user. Process B calculates hour, minutes and seconds and prints it in hour, minute, second format, and print the process ID and parent process ID of each process. So let us view the code for this. So here we have the code. We have initialize second, minute and hour. Here to the get parent ID of function, we will get the parent process number. The user is asked to enter the seconds. The seconds will be read and a child process ID will be printed here, parent ID, and here hour, minute and second in the format which is required will be printed. So let us view the output. So the parent process ID is given as 3614. The user is asked to enter the seconds. Let us enter the seconds as 300. So we have the child process, the parent ID, and the time displayed in hour, minutes and seconds, 300 seconds, so it is 5 minutes. Let us move on to the second question. The second question is C++ program to create the following process hierarchy, where process A reads string as input and character of function, process B reverses the string, process C checks the string for palindrome, print the process ID and parent process ID of each process. Let us view the code for this. So here we have the code. We have created a function void main of character string and character string 1. We have initialized ij as 0, printf parent process id through the get parent id of function. Here we are user is asked to enter the string. The string is then scanned. The length of the string is displayed to the string length of function. Then we have here the reverse of the string is done. The reverse of the string is done using this function of for loop, and the next we check whether the given string is a palindrome or not. If it is a palindrome, it is displayed as palindrome. If it is not a palindrome, then it is displayed as not a palindrome. Let's check the output. So here we are asked to enter a string. Let us enter a string Malayalam. So we have the string length as 9, the child process 3850, parent ID 3848, the reverse is Malayalam. We have the child process and parent ID, and it is a palindrome. Let's move on to the third question of our 8th experiment. The third question is to write a C or C++ program where process A reads an integer as input, process B finds the factorial, process C checks Armstrong or not, process D finds Fibonacci, process E checks the number for prime, process F reverses the number, and print the process ID and parent process ID of each process. So we have the code here. The code is displayed where first the user is asked to enter an integer. A process B is created, inside which the factorial function is calculated along with Fibonacci series 2, and the child and parent process ID will be displayed here. Then once it goes to the sleep of function, we have another process created. Process C is created. Here the parent ID and the child ID are displayed. Then we have the function to check whether it's an Armstrong number or not. If the given number is an Armstrong, it is displayed as Armstrong, else it is not an Armstrong number. Here we have the function to check whether it's a prime number or not. So if it's a prime number, it is displayed as a prime number, else it is not a prime number. And the last, now we can check the output. We are asked to enter an integer. Let us give the integer as 7. So we have a process B created, then the parent ID and child ID is displayed. Then the factorial of 7 is calculated, and another process D is created, parent ID, child ID, and then we have the Fibonacci series. So this was my Unix lab experiment number 8. Thanks for watching.